Allie, it's the 4th of July, and more importantly, my birthday.
Yeah, I think that's it's better.
Yeah.
Your birthday is better than the 4th of July,
My
in my opinion.
I agree. Did I ever tell you that I used to think that the fireworks were for me?
I'm not surprised by that, but no.
And there's also this story of, well, it was when I was a little kid, but there's also this story.
It was just last year.
Well, just last year. But there's this story of my mom when she was pregnant, and she was like pregnant during the 4th of July, and I was 2 weeks late. So at that point, she was like 10 days overdue or
She's
something.
like, get this baby out of me. It's summer.
She was like ready to pop.
Yeah, being pregnant in the summer, I hear, is awful.
Yeah, and it's Indiana summer. It's like muggy and hot, and I think that they were out like looking at fireworks, and my mom was like, thought she was gonna go into labor that day, but didn't happen.
Damn.
Didn't happen. I came 3 days later.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I just gotta say, I don't like fireworks.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like, whatever. They're pretty, but it's just annoying because my dog is so scared of them that it kind of ruins everything.
I'm surprised my cat is so chill because she's anxious. But today, or was it yesterday? I think yesterday there were some going off, and they were really loud because we had our window open,
Mm-hmm.
and she had like no response at all. She was like laying down like nothing happened, and they were even bothering me. So,
yeah,
like,
I think it's just like in LA, it gets on my nerves because people set off fireworks at all times of the day, like leading up to the 4th of July, and it'll be during the day, and I'm like, what is the point of doing this?
Yeah, people crazy.
And their fireworks are like, they sound very unsafe. Like, they're really loud. They set off car alarms.
A lot, like very unsafely.
And poor Fredo, he can't handle it. He's gotten a lot braver as time goes on because he used to not even be able, if there's fireworks outside and he heard one of them, he would not pee or poop. He would just hold it for the whole night.
Oh my God.
But now,
he didn't want to go outside.
Well, he would be outside and he just would be like, he always like,
go. Yeah.
He's like, hold me. Like, he jumps up on us like, please. But now, if you talk to him enough, he will pee and poop and then go inside. So he's really come a long way.
Yeah, you just have to distract him maybe from it.
Yeah, we just have to be like, it's okay, Fredo. Let's go pee-pee. It's okay.
Yeah, he getting used to it. That's
cute. Yeah.
But it's sad that he gets so scared.
I know.
I like fireworks. I was always the kid in the family. So between me and my brother, I was the one that was like up there with the fireworks, and my brother, because like, 4th of July, actually, I have a lot of memories because me and my cousin were both born on July 7th, 1991.
Oh wow!
And so we would celebrate both of our birthdays and July 4th at my cousin's house, and they lived on the lake, and so they had a really nice house with a pool and a hot tub and like 4 boats.
Nice.
Right on the lake.
That sounds fun.
It was really a lot of fun. We did it like every summer. But yeah, they had like a big house facing the water, and so we would shoot fireworks off like by their house, and my brother would always stay inside and like watch from the window, and I was like,
that would
there,
be me,
like, trying to light it.
That would be me. I've never tried to light a firework because I'm terrified of getting it blown up in my face.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was like scared too, but it also excited me, so I would still do it. But,
well,
yeah,
that brings us to your birthday. We're going somewhere.
We're going to Joshua Tree.
Should be fun. We just secured a kiddie pool.
Yeah, so you looked up the weather.
It's going to be hot as fuck.
It's going to be like 90s to 100s.
It said 109.
That's crazy.
One day.
Wait,
yeah.
On this weekend?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even see that. I just saw 100 something.
It's going to be...
I didn't see 109.
In
that
the hundreds.
Changes things.
Yeah. That's why I was like, we need a pool. Like,
yeah,
there's no way.
Need a pool. So, yeah, we've been on the hunt for a pool, but finally we found one at Walmart.
Yes, we did, for $30.
Sucks. I hate Walmart, but hey, it was $30.
You got to do what you got to do, and we'll probably end up returning it. So,
shit, I'm going to keep that pool for next year. What do you mean? I'm not returning that.
Okay.
I was
don't.
gonna return if it was like $60 or $70.
Oh.
But
Yeah, I
like,
guess if it's 30,
like
it's worth it.
$30. I could keep it next year.
You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
Use it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're having a party. We're going to Joshua Tree.
Mm-hmm.
We got a Airbnb with 8 people. I think it's gonna be a little tight. It's gonna be a little tight with all of us in there.
What did you do this week?
This
Like
week
our fans.
we have a lot of fans. We have a lot of fans.
We have a lot of fans.
Yep, I'm manifesting it. That's
Okay.
that's how you manifest.
Oh.
We have a lot of fans who listen
Mhm.
to us all the way through every week.
Yep.
So this week, I guess I went to Tori's birthday party.
I guess.
Because I think, for some reason, I remember it being last weekend, but I guess it was, well, the weekend before last.
Yeah.
But I guess it was last weekend. Was
Yeah.
her birthday party. And it
I
was a
know
lot
it
of fun.
feels like a long time ago, but
It was actually a combined birthday between her and Salima, another mutual friend of ours. And it was cute.
Yeah.
It was a cute party at Sky's house, and we had fun. You know, another Cancer. Tori's
Mhm.
29, so she's,
Whoa. So
she's
it's
a
next
youngin'.
year. Next year we're gonna have a big one.
yeah. But it's weird, like, when I hear that she's 29, that doesn't sound young to me because I feel like I'm still 29.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel that way?
Yeah, I do actually feel that way.
I feel like I'm 29.
Like when we talk about Hannah.
Like being 29?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not that young.
Yeah.
But really, it's like I'm 5 years older than them.
Yeah, I'm 4 years older.
Yeah. But
No, not 5 years. Oh, yeah, 5 years.
Yeah.
I'm 4 years. Yeah.
you're like
it
4.5.
is- Huh?
You're like 4.5.
No, I'm 4 years older than Tori.
Oh, you're turning 33. I keep
Yeah.
forgetting. Sorry, I'm not trying
You're-
to age you, but
You're a year and a few months older than me,
sorry,
okay?
I'm sorry. I keep thinking you're my age at some
We're
point.
not the same age.
We never will be.
I graduated in 2010.
Shut up.
I graduated high school in 2010.
Shut up.
You graduated in 08 in the aughts. I was
Shut
in
up.
the 10s.
Kirsten, shut up. I've realized that I'm the oldest one at a lot of things that I go to now.
Me too. That's why I like hanging out with you.
Wow.
That's the only reason. Just kidding, no.
Wow.
No, but it does. I do appreciate you as a friend because, like, you're my only friend that's, like, I feel like it's my age.
Yeah.
My other friends are, like, at least 2 years younger than me.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and our partners are younger than us,
yeah,
too.
I know. I feel like I want older friends, honestly. Like, I feel like I
I
don't
have older
anybody.
friends.
You're lucky. I don't have older friends. Like, I feel like I have nobody that to turn to for advice.
Yeah. I got Missy. Missy, you're old. I got Stephanie, who's 41.
Yeah.
She's old. I got Christella, who's 37. I think you're 37. Y'all are old.
I wish I had older friends.
Just kidding.
I need people in their mid to late 30s to befriend me.
You can have
Where are
my
they?
friends.
Or early 40s. That's fine too.
We'll find them.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
also-
I feel like Missy and Stephanie are my friends for sure too. I've never
Yeah.
met Christella, but Missy and Stephanie are my friends too. But you know, we don't hang out that much.
Right. But I think sometimes it's good to have younger friends because it keeps you feeling young.
Yeah, they keep me young.
You girls keep me
You
young.
girls keep me young.
But so this weekend we went to Kadar's friend's house for dinner because he was in town from New Zealand, and this is like one of his besties from high school, and he lives in New Zealand, so obviously, you know, Kadar can't see him all the time, so we went there.
Oh yeah, I
And-
remember now because you were maybe gonna plan to still come to Tori's party, which is on the entire other side of town.
Literally the entire
not
other
even,
side.
Not even from Santa Monica to LA. From Santa Monica to like fucking bumfuck
East-
Highland Park,
East,
wherever.
east.
Yeah,
LA.
yeah.
Yeah, so, but it's funny because we didn't think we would actually be there like that late
Mhm.
because Kadar wasn't sure if his friends
the
were
vibe
like
was?
really trying to
Mhm.
party or not. And as it turns out, they were trying to party. So,
Well, who wouldn't? Like when you're visiting.
yeah, it was cute though. We met his girlfriend. Everyone was so nice.
The picture I saw, the picture that you posted of it, and it looked like you guys were in like a classroom or something.
Really?
Like the table looked like very fluorescent lights.
Huh.
Where were you?
We were just at his homie's parents' apartment.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. He's rich.
Makes sense.
They're rich. They have a nice ass apartment in Santa Monica. Really nice apartment.
It all makes sense now.
Yeah. But that's what we did. We also went to the Dodgers game yesterday for Japanese Heritage Night.
Oh, with Kadar's Nana. What do you call her?
Auntie Donna.
Oh.
She says aunt.
Well, you said no, but you said Japanese Heritage Month, though. I thought it was the
Grand.
the grand.
No,
grandma.
Grand didn't go.
Okay.
But we went and we got really cool jerseys. They're like Japanese inspired jerseys, and they have the flag on them, and they're pretty dope. And we
Isn't
went.
there, like, Dodgers member that's Japanese, Shohei something?
Yeah, there's a few, I think, but
Isn't his name Shohei?
I think so. But he just got signed to the Dodgers recently, so he's pretty new, and he got like a really big contract, like money wise.
Damn.
But apparently he's one of the best in the whole world. So, but he is, like, we saw him hit a home run. That was cool.
Do you think he's doping?
Nah.
These people, like, that are really good athletes, I can't even fathom.
Yeah, he hit that ball so hard, it was crazy. But I just gotta say something about the Dodgers Stadium. They don't.
I'm waiting.
They don't let you bring in vapes, cigarettes, or lighters.
What?
Not even lighters.
Cigarettes?
Not even cigarettes. Like,
But it's outdoors, right?
yes,
The stadium is outside.
but if when you have to go through this process where they check all your shit, and if they find even a lighter, you have to throw it away.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So Kadar had to get rid of his vape.
I've never heard of a place that does that.
I know. And even, like, I don't know, can't you just have a smoking area? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a smoker. I don't smoke cigarettes or vapes, but
Lots of
it
people
just seems
do.
like not a big deal to just have a designated
I feel
smoking
like
area.
baseball fans smoke too. I
Yeah.
feel like it's like an old time.
Yeah, it's like an old sport.
America.
Yeah. So I don't know. I thought that was weird, and he had to hide his vape in the bushes, and then when we went back, it was gone.
That's so lame.
So it's just super lame. And Auntie Donna, we think, got pickpocketed.
What?
Yeah. So her wallet, she lost her wallet,
Oh,
but
no.
we're pretty sure she got pickpocketed
That
because this guy,
sucks.
like, bumped into her
What the fuck?
very
That's so-
blatantly and, like,
Who
didn't
does that to,
apologize or
like,
anything.
A nice middle-aged old lady, like. Wait, how old is she?
She's like
Middle-aged.
55.
Okay, who does that to a nice middle-aged lady?
Yeah, I know. It was bullshit. And so, the Dodgers Stadium. Also, I'm sorry, but baseball is the most boring sport I've ever seen in my life.
But it's fun to watch them run around, right? When they
No.
run around the bases.
Like, I guess, but
At least it's simple.
they
I
don't
feel
hit the ball that often.
like, but I feel like, here's the thing, and I'm gonna sound stupid saying this, but it's only because, like, I'm just, like, so disinterested that, like, every time I get explained the rules, I just tune out. But football still confuses me, like, the rules. Like, I think I get, like, the basics of it, but, like, there's certain rules that I'm like, wait, why did that happen?
Mm-hmm.
But baseball, I get. I understand the rules, I
It's
think.
pretty straightforward.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like the rules of baseball make sense to me.
There was just moments where I was like, I don't think I ever want to come to another baseball game.
Yeah, I'm there for the beer and the food, which
But
is too expensive.
The beer was
What was it, like $30?
It was $18 for a tall can of Bud Light.
That's crazy.
Like, why? Like, that should be illegal.
It's supplying the ban.
That should
baby.
that should be illegal.
I know it should be, because they're like, you're already paying like a lot of money for the tickets, and then it's like, oh, we're not gonna let you bring your own anything, so you have to.
Right,
buy
you
ours.
have to buy our shit.
That's what it is. It's supply and demand. They're like, we're
It's just so
gonna make-
stupid,
It's
'cause-
like any concert venue does that shit. It's
I
so
know.
dumb.
It's just like we all know how much Bud Light is.
That's why I like the Hollywood Bowl.
Oh, because you can BYOB.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
the
a good
Hollywood
point.
Bowl, any event at the Hollywood Bowl, I'm there.
Yeah.
If you invite me, even if I'm not interested,
I've
I'll go.
only been there once for a concert, and it was a really good time.
Yeah, it's great. And it's like outdoors. It's like vibes.
Yeah, it is vibes.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are we talking about today?
Good weekend. We are talking about I'm Kirsten.
I'm Allie.
And you're listening to
Thank you so much.
Thank thank you so much for
Kadar.
Are we gonna name this thank you so much for Kadar?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
cute.
July is Friend Month, we decided.
Yes.
Last month was Drug Month.
And we decided this because of the trip that we're going on, because we're gonna have a lot of our friends together in one place, so we want to interview them. But we have to record today. Kadar's here.
We thought it would be fun to interview our friends and tell their stories this month. So yeah, we have Kadar, which if you don't know, he's my partner.
More than a friend to you.
He's more than a friend. I like him.
You guys are lovers.
I actually have a crush on him. Don't tell. So,
say hello. Rewind.
Yo, what's poppin'?
Yay!
Thank you so much for having me on such an esteemed podcast.
It is very important, and we know that you listen all the time. So
you're our number one biggest fan, right, Kadar? You listen to every episode.
Constantly promoting it.
That's true.
That's true.
But if you guys are true fans, you know that Kadar's been on this podcast before. Kadar was here. Yeah. Kadar was here with Langston, my partner, and that was a fun episode.
Everyone really liked that episode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They like our dynamic, all four of us.
Yeah.
We gotta do it again sometime.
Well, maybe we can this weekend.
We might be able to.
Oh, so y'all are trying to record at the birthday?
We are.
Yeah. We don't know like how it's gonna go, who we're gonna interview exactly, but we have to do 3.
Yeah, we're gonna just play it by ear.
Yeah.
Improvise.
But so last time we had you on, it was like Valentine's Day episode, and we were just kind of like shooting the shit. But I think it'd be good to have like a real conversation with Kadar and talk about you, what you're interested in, and all that.
Yeah.
But first, we're gonna play a game.
Uh-oh.
Let's get deep.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Deep. Okay, my question for you, Kadar. In what ways are you similar to your parents?
I'd say I'm similar to my parents in terms of just like my curiosity about life and like trying to get to like the depths of what our reality is. I feel like both my mom and my dad, they read a lot. I don't really read as much as them, but they read a lot. And they've always been fascinated with like spirituality and the occult and stuff like that. So especially my dad in terms of that, and then my mom with spirituality heavily as well. So I probably get that from them.
That's cool.
Yeah, my mom's like a big yogi.
Your parents seem cool. Okay, my question. When was the time you faced rejection?
Ooh, every day, baby. Just kidding.
It feels like that sometimes. For something that's coming to mind now is when I was a kid and I used to go on auditions and stuff, being an LA child actor, and like 90% of the auditions you go on, you're getting rejected.
So I didn't know that you were a child actor.
Mm-hmm.
What
was I in?
Yeah. What kind of things were you
Um,
auditioning for?
The thing, like commercials, like stuff for Disney Channel, like their little interstitials. Like y'all remember, like on Disney Channel in between the shows, they would have like Disney Channel like commercials, for lack of a better word, but they were for the Disney Channel. It was like little in between segments in between the shows.
Yeah.
Like talking about the kids, like I collect bugs.
No, it was
Like
like little segments between. I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
it's hard to explain.
You didn't even have Disney Channel growing up.
Yeah, but I remember the segments.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, so but yeah, I did a Pizza Hut commercial. That was
you
like
did?
Yeah, that was
That's
like the
cool.
most I think I made.
What did you have to say on the Pizza Hut commercial?
The
Wait,
line
oh my God,
I
I
had
want to see it.
The
Is
lo-
it out there?
I want to find it. I haven't seen it since. It's kind of annoying. But the line was like, a pepperoni trifecta.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I was like for the triple pepperoni pizza.
Pepperoni trap?
And that shit was crazy. I felt like a little celebrity for a second when I was a kid because like my classmates were coming up to me like, I saw you on TV. Because
How old were
it was
you?
like a national commercial.
Yeah.
It ran like nationally.
So I probably saw you on my TV at one
You
point.
may have.
Maybe, yeah.
Who
Could
would have
easily.
thought that,
would've
that one
thunk
day
it?
that
How
Pizza
old was
Hut boy
I?
was gonna be my boyfriend?
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I feel like I was 10ish, 11. Yeah, like 10ish,
Mm.
around there. Yeah.
You were a cute kid, so I bet it was cute.
Thank you, baby. Appreciate that.
I want to see it.
Yeah, we should
We
try to
gotta
find it.
that
Yeah,
somewhere.
like there's got to be a way to find it. I just literally, last time I tried to find it, I couldn't find it, but I haven't really
It's gotta
tried
be
that
on,
hard.
Like, YouTube or somewhere, like maybe. I
Yeah.
feel like people like record vintage.
Yeah, like
commercials.
archive shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Your mom didn't like save it somewhere.
that's a good question.
She might have.
It's kind of hard because you have to like catch it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And back in those days, you had to
Right.
put like the VHS tape in
Yeah.
there and
And
try to like
record it.
record it.
So you
So
can't just like whip out your phone.
yeah, like there's
Yeah.
none of that. Like the best, the only way we would get that at that time would be to somehow catch it at the right time with the VHS thingy.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. That's something I didn't know about you.
Yeah.
You got questions for us?
Yes, I do. All right, for you, Kirsten,
Okay.
is there anything you regret saying no to?
The first thing that comes to my mind is this cool horror movie that I was going to be in or going to be a part of. But I don't know if I regret it. I just kind of wish it would have come at a different time. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be in theaters next year.
Mm.
And I'm going to regret it more when it's in theaters because I could have worked on that. But
What would you have been doing? Acting in it or like some kind of
no,
production work?
like production, like basically it would have been a PA, but they were like, since we're not paying you that much, we can give you production design credits.
Ooh.
Yeah, and like you're gonna be helping with production design kind of shit.
Mhm.
But it was like happening at the same. It was an overnight thing because it was like a horror film, and so it was like we had to go to like Lancaster or something, and I just couldn't do it because it at the same time that was happening, like I was training for this job that I have now,
Mm-hmm.
and the training was like at 7 a.m. and I couldn't do it. But
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wish that I would have because it seemed like a really cool opportunity.
Yeah,
but-
that would have been cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know,
If it wasn't the right time, it wasn't the right time.
yeah, and
Yeah.
like you now have a job that like pays well that you like, so
That's true.
Yeah, it was
I
kinda
feel
worth
like,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if I had done that, then maybe I wouldn't have like stayed with this job, and
Mhm.
then who knows where I would be.
Yeah.
because that project would be over, and then
yeah.
what's Allie's question?
So for Allie, what's something that you don't get the hype about? Why?
Taylor Swift.
We talked about this in our last episode with Kadar.
We
actually.
did.
I feel like, we definitely did.
Yeah,
That's
we
funny.
talked about
that.
All right,
yeah.
so Taylor Swift, but because we've already hashed that out, we got to go into, you got to,
Yeah,
think of
Think about
something
something else. The hype.
all right, I got a different question for you.
Okay.
That's a good question, though.
Yeah. Have you ever pretended to like something just so you wouldn't hurt someone's feelings?
That's a good one.
What was it?
I probably have because I really hate hurting people's feelings. But at the same time, I'm also not someone who will fake what I like just because. But I feel like I've probably, I feel like there's been times where my friend will paint something or it's like, they'll be like, look at this painting I made. And I'd be like, wow, that's so good. But really, I don't feel like it's good.
I've done that.
There's a lot of people like that in Charleston where I'm like, oh, it's not that good, but I want to support you, so it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like with that kind of stuff, it's like you want to encourage them to create, so you don't want to be
Yeah.
like it's shit or
Yeah.
whatever. But
Also, I feel like I've gotten my makeup done by friends,
oh, and you
and
didn't like it.
I'm like,
Yeah, honestly, every time I've gotten my makeup done, I've never liked it.
Actually, I am remembering a specific time. It was for prom. I think it was senior prom.
That sucks.
And my friend's mom did my makeup, and I hated it. I hated it so much, but I was like, yeah, this is great, because I didn't want to hurt her feelings, because I love her.
Such a sweetheart.
But
Ugh.
I don't
I'll
know.
never get my makeup professionally done again.
It's weird.
I've
Wait,
done it twice.
wait, when did you
and
get it done?
The first time was I was hair modeling for a friend's like salon,
Mm.
and they like did professional makeup too for the shot, and it just like I was 25 at the time, and it made me look like 41.
Really?
And then I got my face professionally done for my brother's wedding. Yeah, for my brother's wedding, and the same thing happened.
I
was
liked
just
your
like,
makeup at your brother's wedding.
That's because I fixed it.
Oh.
I think this is what happens. I have like natural dark circles under my eyes. I've come to accept it, and I think it kind of makes me look cool and sultry and like edgy. I like it. But makeup artists always try to cover it, and when they cover it, they like beat my face with like powder and it looks like white compared to like the rest of my skin tone. It'll be white, and then they put a bunch of powder, so like all the little like creases in my eyes will like show, and it looks like wrinkles, and then it like
I
looks
hate
like
that.
little like powdered like white crinkles and wrinkles, and I'm like, this looks so bad.
Like, just let me have my dark circles.
Yeah.
It's like when these chicks in the UK like get work done on their face
Yeah.
and end up looking like a couple decades older than they are.
Dude, this season of Love Island right now, these chicks look 45 years old,
Ooh.
and they're all in their early 20s.
Yeah, because they put too much makeup on.
No,
UK
they put.
makeup
I mean,
style
they
is
do.
weird.
They do put too much makeup on, and it is a weird style. But also in the UK, in the US, you have to be a nurse to give fillers and Botox.
Okay.
In the UK, you just have to take like a 4-week program
Oh,
course.
God.
So they get the worst filler ever,
Oh.
and it ends up
It like
making them.
migrates and shit.
Yeah, and it makes them look way
Old.
older than they are. Like it makes them look like they're 50 years old trying to look 20.
Yeah, that's,
You know?
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty
So
I think that just from this question that we asked you, Kadar,
Mm-hmm.
I learned something that I didn't know. And I think it would be interesting to kind of like talk about your upbringing in LA and then how it led you to kind of like what your interests are now.
Mm-hmm.
So you started off like doing acting. Was that something that you wanted to do or your mom kind of encouraged you to do? Like, how did that happen?
Well, so I started out dancing with Debbie
Oh.
Allen's Dance Academy. Shouts out Debbie Allen. She told me she wanted to make me a star. But and that's how I got my pizza commercial. It was like a direct reference, you know, like went to an audition from there that she sent me on, I'm pretty sure. And then did that. And so yeah, I was a dancer, and I also
what kind of dancing?
We want to know.
I did it all. I did ballet, jazz, modern, tap, hip hop, breakdancing.
You're just one of those dancing kids
Yeah, like
that
yeah.
grew up in the dance
Yeah.
world.
Yeah, on some step up shit. You know? And it was crazy too because that was like my first taste of just like how ruthless the entertainment industry is. Like that shit starts early, like
Yeah, when you're just like a kid.
yeah, it starts early and you're expected to just be able to take all these punches on the chin. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I feel like it was probably harder then too because like I feel like now we have like some kind of PC culture where it's like you got to be nice to people, but back then people were just
That didn't
fucking-
exist, yeah. Early
Yeah.
2000s. Nope. So, it was that and then
What made you want to dance?
well, I think my mom was trying to make sure that I was put in extracurricular activities that were in alignment with the interests that I was showing as a kid and like the gifts that I was displaying as a kid. Like I was very I liked to dance. I was very like
You were a ham.
yeah, I was a ham. So and just like outgoing and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much how it started. And I was down to start acting when that became like a notion, like when that became an opportunity. I was hella down to start acting, you know what I mean? For sure. Like since I was a kid, like I've always wanted to be an entertainer, you know. It's like always been what I've resonated with like since I can remember. So shouts out to my mom for
putting you in there.
yeah, for making sure to insulate me with what my passions are and help me like grow from there, you know what I'm saying, and pursue what may or may not be my life purpose, you know what I'm saying, rather than trying to like force me in certain directions, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, not a lot of people have that. I feel like it's lucky in a way for you because, but it also might just be an LA thing. I don't know, but
Well,
like my all I can say is like for my family growing up, they were like supportive of anything that I wanted to do, but they definitely were like, you need to do something that's gonna make money. So like you
Yeah.
need to like go to school for something that's gonna be like lucrative.
Yeah,
And I don't think that's a bad thing. Like I think that like that is another parenting style that has
Yeah.
its benefits. Like my dad was more so like that, but I didn't grow up with my dad, so I didn't have as much of that influence as
But
I
the
did with my
thing is,
mom.
like, art and acting can make a lot of money, and you just
it
have to,
can.
like,
I mean, but it's like there's a lot of validity to the parents that are like, sure, but have a backup plan because it's
Yeah.
like 1% of the people that pursue this shit make a lot of money.
yeah,
You know, the whole starving artist term exists for a reason.
yeah.
Yeah.
Most of us are starving.
I feel like it's just not looked down upon in LA. Like it's
Yeah.
not as
Here it's like, yeah, it's like cool.
it's
to,
like,
to
oh,
have a
that's
dream.
a good
Like,
that's a good dream to have and you should work towards it and da da da. But if you're in like a different part of the country, they're like, oh, okay, what are you gonna do with that? Like
Yeah,
you live
exactly.
in Indiana. Like,
yeah, literally, like my friends in Indiana. If I were like, yeah, I'm trying to make it big with my podcast, which I'm not saying that to them, but if I were, they'd be like, what the fuck? But here, people are like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like, what are you doing? You know?
Yeah, I kind of see what you're saying, but I think there also is a certain stigma too that people in LA have of like, God, every motherfucker here wants to be a goddamn actor or a
That's
fucking
true.
musician or like
Yeah.
like bro, like you don't have like or a public figure or like you know what I'm saying? Like
There is like the
social media
stereotype
celebrity.
here.
Yeah, it's like bro, like you're like you know so
an
like
influencer.
so I felt like
yeah.
so I felt like looked down upon at times, you know, like so.
that's true, and I think maybe because I kind of not look down upon, but I would like roll my eyes at the people who would be like, yeah, I'm an aspiring actor, but I work at this
No, I mean,
bar.
I look down upon it, but here's the difference. I think the difference, like with you, is you're from here.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
And,
same exact
like,
thing.
people that like move here for it often like don't know what it takes, and like you know what it takes, like you know how hard it is. Like,
Yeah.
you like grew up with it, but like people, there's like people that come here for a dream, and they like think they're just gonna make it big, and like they're like, I'm here, like I'm a barista right now, and I'm gonna like make it. I'm gonna be famous, but like they come here with that dream, and that's what like I think people make fun of. Is,
Yeah.
like, the transplants that come here not realizing like how fucking hard it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not something you could just get off, you know, for sure.
Yeah. So, what else can you tell us about your upbringing?
So there is that aspect. And I think I first started doing capoeira, which is a martial art that originated in Africa and then through the transatlantic slave trade and the diaspora came to Brazil. And that was like, I feel like my first introduction to like performance because we did shows and stuff like that around the country.
Oh.
And
Like, what kind of things do you do in the shows? Like,
just showcase what capoeira is, you know what I mean? Like,
there's like different moves. Like,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So
I don't know capoeira at all. I'm like,
we'll watch some videos. It's one of the
Okay.
dopest martial art forms. And
It's almost like a dance.
yeah,
At
so
the same time.
so basically, yeah, I'll break it down. Like capoeira is a martial art that originated in Angola, Africa, was brought to Brazil, and they disguised the martial art with dance. So that's the reason why they have the instruments, they have singing and chanting right throughout the whole process, and they make what's called a roda, which is a circle. And I think that could also be part of the purpose of disguising the art form, making a circle, because you can't see what's happening in the middle of the circle. You know what I'm saying?
oh, okay. Yeah.
Because it's like a crowd of people
Yeah.
circling,
Yeah.
music, singing, and then in the middle, two people are doing like fighting, but it's also like a dance at the same time.
There's like a routine to it, or
It's not a routine; it's improvised.
okay.
So that's what makes it so exciting. And you don't hit each other, you know. For the most part, you do some like sweeps and some, you know, throwing each other on the ground. But for the most part, you're not actually trying to hit each other, but you're just dodging each other's kicks and stuff like that. And they use this art form during slave times to free themselves from slavery and shit like that as well.
Like as an escape.
Yeah, in Haiti as well, they did that as well. Like during the Haitian Revolution, capoeira was used to fight the European powers. But yeah, so that's capoeira.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I guess just like grew up with taekwondo and karate and didn't know about other forms of martial arts,
Mhm.
like a dumb white bitch.
Like the dumb white bitch you are.
But capoeira sounds like beautiful to
It
watch.
is.
It
It
is.
is.
Like
It is. We'll
like,
watch
it's
some
not
videos.
it's not like hi-ya. Like it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah. It's like,
not that there's not beauty in that too, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to real quick add to that. I want to just give a shout out to Agape International Spiritual Center. That was a huge part of my upbringing as a kid, and what helped form who I am, in terms of my connection to an interest in spirituality, but also as a performer and entertainer. That was where I first with the children's choir. Shouts out Miss El Peralt. I would do solo performances where I'd be rapping and stuff like that, writing my own music and rapping it in front of the spiritual center, which was a very big, it still is a very big spiritual center.
Agape is an international organization because I remember there being an Agape by my church growing up in Indiana. I don't know if it's the same.
It could be.
Affiliation,
it probably is.
It could be.
but I remember passing by it on the way to church every week, and me and my friend would jokingly be like, a grape.
A grape.
We didn't know what it was.
Have you
I
seen
wonder if it's the same.
Have you seen The Secret or heard about The Secret?
Yeah, I mean, I remember that book was really, really popular when we were all growing up.
Mhm.
I never read it, but my mom had it, and I knew people that read it, and I know about the kind of idea of manifest your reality.
Mhm.
That's the main basis of it, right?
Yeah, well, I was just bringing it up because the documentary they made from that book, Reverend Michael is the head of the Agape International Spiritual Center. He's a dude with locks, black dude with locks in there. He's in that movie. But yeah, that was just also really instrumental in forming who I am, in terms of my connection to spirituality and me being a rapper and entertainer as well.
So it's it's not a church, it's a spiritual center. What are
Non-denominational.
But would you still go there on a Sunday?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But it's Christian based.
It's non-denominational.
Okay.
So they there's no, it's not a religion. It's not based in any religion, but they do look at various religions and pull from various religions. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So yeah.
Man,
But in terms of
it was right around the corner for me. I could have been there.
yeah.
What were you like in high school?
In high school,
Were you a bad boy? Were you a bad boy?
one could argue that I was. But I was definitely not the baddest of
I feel like
boys.
you were respectful.
You weren't the baddest of boys. You think Kadar was respectful?
I'm glad you think that. I was. No, I've always been I feel like I've always had a good intentions and a good heart. But when I was younger, I probably had less control of my emotions than I do now. And yeah, my mom worked at my high school. So
Oh, that's crazy.
if I got in trouble, it was extra embarrassing and a extra big deal. But
She's right there, and she can be like,
yeah, I got in trouble for smoking weed off campus at lunch one time and got brought back to the campus by a police officer in cuffs and shit, and it was just humiliating for my mom.
Damn.
but nothing came of it, right? They were just scaring you.
No, I had to go to court and shit
Oh shit!
Yeah.
As a teen,
Yeah.
in high school.
for possession.
Okay, so that happens here too.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well, back in the day.
back in the day. Well, yeah.
Yeah, well, you as a minor, you can't have weed even if it's legal. You know?
Yeah.
Right. A minor.
And back then, it wasn't even. It had just barely become medically legal. But yeah, I mean, and I was definitely like to have fun in class, kind of class clownish. You know what I'm saying?
Were you popular?
I would say I wasn't part of the cool kid group because I didn't have a group. I like to kind of
Floater. You were a
I was
floater.
a floater.
I was a floater too.
Me too. We were all.
were
That's
all
why we get
floaters.
along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wasn't resonating with the quote unquote cool kids very much. You know what I'm saying? I also went to to a predominantly white school, so there was,
Yeah.
and it was segregated to a certain
Oh,
degree as
wow.
well. And
Yeah, so
I
it's
noticed
different,
that when I
yeah.
got to high school. When I was in middle school, it was less so like that. When I got to high school, I started noticing that for the first time.
Yeah.
But like I was popular in by the definition of the word. Like everybody knew who I was.
Like people know your name. Yeah.
Everybody knew who I was and shit. And like I was cool with a lot of different
You're
people.
also you were in theater, weren't you?
Yeah, I was in theater as well. Like the last 2 years of high school, I was a theater kid doing like the lead roles and shit like that. So that like helped, you know, form who I was as well. Like I got accepted to NYU for theater.
You had to audition.
And had to audition for that and got accepted to, and it's like the #1 theater school in the country.
Yeah, NYU is a really good school.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like I was kind of just like a fucking walking paradox. Shout out Tyler. Shout out Tyler, the creator.
Okay, so wait, I want to talk about Tyler, the creator, because he grew up in Venice, and well, he's older than you though. So
And was he in Venice?
Is he my age?
I don't know if he grew up in Venice.
I thought he was like Santa Monica, Venice. No, maybe I'm wrong.
Earl Sweatshirt went to school in Santa Monica, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken.
I just remember I talked to this girl once that was like a couple years older than me, so she was Tyler's age, which I think he graduated maybe same year as Allie, and she remembered
He's one
like
year younger than me.
okay.
Hawthorne. He lived in Hawthorne.
Oh, Hawthorne. Okay.
And then moved to Ladera Heights.
Yeah.
I don't know where the Ladera
Me
Heights
either.
is. I don't know. Maybe I was just thinking of her. Like maybe he was hanging out with Earl Sweatshirt, and like that's how the
Yeah,
girl knew about
Earl
him.
went to school in Santa Monica or very close to Santa Monica.
But you're a little younger than them, so I guess that was like before your generation.
Earl and I think, are the same age.
Oh,
Earl's-
like same grade?
How old is he?
I don't know, but he's from Chicago, but he moved to Santa Monica when he was 16.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, so he was a newbie.
Yeah.
So you were like known, but you were a floater, and then like theater like really kind of brought you in.
Like, yeah, theater just kind of like, yeah, I guess you could say that, you know? And I kind of like brought people who weren't like theater kids at all into theater by being part of the theater program. You know what I mean?
You're like, it's cool, it's not nerdy.
Yeah, like type shit.
yeah. Yeah.
By the way, Earl is your age.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
exactly.
That's what I
But
thought.
Tyler is more our age.
Tyler is 1 year younger than me.
So he's 1
So
year older
he's
than me.
literally your age.
He's 1 year older than
No,
me.
he's not.
Tyler the Creator is 1 year older than me.
No, he's not. What year were you born?
91.
So was he.
Yeah, but he's older.
No.
1 grade older.
Maybe he's a grade older.
Just because
Yeah.
you got held back in school.
I didn't get held back. Here's the thing. I don't know why my parents put me in late, but they put me in late.
It's because your birthday.
I know but like my birthday, like they could have put me in a year earlier and they didn't.
Yeah,
and then,
but then you'd be the young kid. Like you wouldn't have even turned 18 when you were a senior.
well, it would have been cool to be done early.
that's true.
No, it is like, because I didn't turn 18 before I graduated high
Really?
school. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I was like about to be 19
Mhm.
though. Like I like we graduated in June. My birthday's July. I was like almost
Oh
19.
yeah, they
So I
put
was,
you in
like-
school late.
Yeah, so I could have been like 17 turning 18, but
Yeah.
I was 18 turning 19.
Yeah.
So I was late, and I was like always ahead of my time. Well, okay, this is not about me.
Tyler,
Back
the
to Kadar.
creator, is a Pisces. He's a
Okay,
March Pisces.
Water sign. So
That's us.
let's bridge into how you got into like music more, because now you're making music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when did that start?
So like I was saying, like going back to Agape, I was recording music, even mostly performing music, but even got some experience like in recording studios, doing that, like writing my own raps and performing them in front of crowds and stuff. So I've been doing that for years. Like,
Oh,
as
through
a kid.
Agape, you did
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
as a
okay.
kid. And then in high school, like I had a couple homies that like, you know, we were on some rapper shit together and like had a little crew at the time. We thought we were cool, like low school instead of high school.
Well, I like that name.
And we had each written a verse over the Lemonade beat. Y'all remember the Lemonade?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
But so then we were doing that, and then when I got to college, that year I was in college,
You went to NYU.
I actually went to Hofstra because I got like sent away from high school and then didn't have time to. It's a long story, but I didn't have
Okay.
time to.
We don't have time for that whole story.
That's
on
okay.
this podcast.
It's a story for another time.
Perhaps. But I didn't have I wasn't able to get like the scholarships and everything necessary for me to really follow through on going to NYU.
Yeah.
So I went to Hofstra University instead, which is like the 11th best
Wait,
theater
where is
school in
that?
the country. It's in New York. It's
okay. It's still a good
on
school.
Long Island.
Yeah.
Obama had a debate there that year.
Oh, cool.
And so there, like one of my roommate, my best friend at the time, he was like a guitarist. Shouts out Dave Fader. And we used to like go to parties and shit and like improvise. Like he'd play guitar and I would rap and shit. Like, and then I had another friend named Nick, and we recorded the first song I ever recorded in my room in college and shit. And then ever since then, like I came back to Santa Monica and I started performing at like the local events and everything. Started really just trying to take it seriously. Linked up with some homies. I became part of the Ubiquitous Love Tribe, and that was a movie for those years where we were doing our things for sure. And yeah.
Yeah, you guys were kind of, like, from what I can tell, you guys were kind of coming up in the local scene.
Yeah.
Because people kind of knew who you were at a certain point.
Yeah.
And, like, you were like a local group.
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
Hell yeah.
In Leimert Park, LA, all throughout LA. And then, I've just been doing my thing since then, just independently, solo.
Yeah. It's harder to do it solo, but I feel like you have such a history in entertainment. It's going to happen for you.
You think?
Yeah. I feel like it is. I don't know if we want to leave this in or not, but like I feel like we're in an era of it like not being traditionally like 20-year-olds that like make it. I feel like people can make it in their 30s even.
Mm-hmm.
Like because of the way our generation is. Like I don't know. Okay. So first of all, our generation like had to go through a lot of debt. Like more than any other generation did. If you went to any kind of school, like you were in debt, like it's just harder for us. And like we can't buy houses and all of that shit because of the
Millennials
economy.
are fucked.
So like I think for our generation, there's still a chance.
Mm-hmm.
For us like late 20s, early 30-year-old.
And we look damn good for our
We look good for our age somehow.
All the
Somehow,
millennials.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because we all went to the tanning bed.
Oof.
Kadar, you didn't. Go
I
to the
did.
tanning.
Not I.
I
but
did. It was
I did
so
spend
bad.
days on the beach without a drop of sunscreen. So
Must be nice.
I did go to the tanning bed, but I feel like I didn't do it that much. I
Oh, I
for
did a
me,
lot.
it's smoking is what's gonna age me.
Mm.
But I
That's one thing I never did, was I never got into
Good.
smoking cigarettes.
Good.
But I did work at a tanning bed, and I did tan all the time.
yeah.
But I would cover my face with a towel.
Oh, your whole face?
Yes.
What?
Because I was like, because I did not want my face to get fucked up with wrinkles. And I was thinking,
see, I was
if it
not
doesn't
thinking of
match,
that.
I'll just buy a darker foundation to match my body.
Oh, that's some early 2000 shit. See, I was one of the ones, and I only did it from like maybe 19 to 21, so for 3 years, and I didn't do it consistently. I would be like, I don't like how pale I look.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it's also part of like the dark circle thing. Like if I'm tanner, it doesn't show up as much. And so I like would want my face to be tanner.
I see.
But now I'm okay to be pale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, the point is, we're young.
We look good for our age. I started wearing a lot of like slathering the sunscreen.
I put
At-
sunscreen on before I got here.
Yeah. Now I've been doing it like every day since I was 25.
Kadar always tells me I smell like a white person
yeah.
when I wear
What does that
sunscreen.
mean? Oh, sunscreen.
Because it smells like sunscreen. And
I
white
mean, it
people
just
smell
takes
like
me back to
sunscreen.
when I was a kid and we'd be pulling up to my summer class, my summer camp at the little summer camp next to UCLA. Because it's Seeds, some shit. And I would know we were approaching my summer camp. I would know we were getting close because I would just start smelling sunscreen. All these little kids
And you're
fucking
like, I don't
sunscreen.
need this shit.
Yeah, I don't need this shit, man. So that's I just have that association with white kids.
Yeah, so every time
That smell.
even if I put sunscreen on that's like supposed to not smell like sunscreen, Kadar's like, you smell like a white person.
I don't know. I feel like the sunscreen technology has gotten better than it used to be. Like Now they have different scents and like more milder formulas. But anywho, I feel like I wanted to kind of like close out this conversation with you about, well, the question that always comes to mind is like, if you were to give advice to your younger self, let's say like your teen self, what would it be?
Whew. So if I could, I would tell my teen self, bro, don't start smoking cigarettes. Bro, like, do not start smoking cigarettes.
Easier said than
Not
done.
worth it. Not worth it.
It's not worth the hell that you will be. Well, it's not hell, but it's the prison, nicotine. For sure.
That's it? That's all you tell him?
I'm trying to think, what else would I tell him? I would tell him, smoke weed, but like, be smart about it. Like,
Don't get caught.
don't get caught. Like,
That's why you got sent away.
yeah, just be more low key.
I got caught with weed too, and it was real bad in Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
So
Don't be stupid.
that, and then avoid that one bitch named Allie Meadow. No, no. I'm not gonna say her name, who I'm really talking about, but avoid her. There was like a fork in the road that I could have gone down on at 19. I was going with this chick who was like 15 years older than me and toxic as fuck, or a girl that I had a crush on since I was 12 years old. And I really could have gone either way, and I went the wrong way.
Damn.
So
Hindsight 2020.
and
Yeah.
of course she was my age, went to school together and all that. So,
The girl who you didn't go for.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was
Okay.
one.
Hey, who knows though? Maybe the way the trajectory went is what led you to Allie.
Exactly.
Who knows?
I have a question.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
Mhm.
how good of a girlfriend am I? 1 being the worst girlfriend you've ever had, 10 being you're going to marry me.
10.
10 being perfect.
9.
Nobody's perfect. Nobody's
I'm
perfect.
just saying,
Wow.
10, baby. Perfect for me. Now I put that to you. 0 to 10. 1 to
10, obviously.
10?
Don't fuck with me.
Okay. I'm perfect.
Yeah, maybe.
We're perfect for
Not
each
perfect, but you're perfect for me.
other. Exactly. You're perfect for me too, baby. We're perfect for each other.
We like to see the couple blossom.
Yes.
We've known each other for 2 years.
And I think I know that's crazy. Like we've known each other for 2 years now and going strong.
Mm-hmm.
But
Honestly, it feels longer.
It does?
yeah. And I would say also lastly too is I would tell my younger self to prioritize school when I was in college more, because when I got to college I was more focused on like being independent finally.
Mm-hmm.
Being on my own. I'm on like the other side of the country from my mom, any family, anybody who can tell me what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just more focused on like the social aspects of what was going on and like the being an adult for the first time and what I could do with freedom.
Yeah,
Instead
rather
of-
than
and-
like the school aspect and
Instead of the
buckling
discipline.
down and
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would tell myself like, look, you can have all this kind of fun that you want to have, do you, but not at the expense of just handling the basic shit so that, you can come back next year.
Yeah.
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 So, yeah.
That's good advice. Yeah, I feel like when you're that age, it's like especially for you went across the country, so it was like your first time to be like, fuck yeah, I'm alone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my own.
Mm-hmm.
So
And like my mom, like she wasn't like the strictest parent, but I do feel like she was kind of strict, and like I didn't get to do as much as I wanted to do when I was in high school, which I think was for my protection to a degree, but also I do wonder if like I had been able to get certain shit out of my system in high school, if I would have been able to be more serious when I came to college. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that about my college time too, honestly.
Yeah.
Somehow I made it through though. I don't know. I also went to a really small school, so I think it helped because like it's just tiny.
Mm-hmm.
Where
But-
can people find you?
Yeah.
People can find me on all social medias. Kadar, Kadar, Vimana, Vimana. That's where you can find me.
Look up his songs because he's a good rapper.
He is good. We're not just saying that.
We're
Yeah.
not just saying that.
If y'all want, we could throw a little snippet of one of my songs in there. People.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah, we should.
Okay.
Okay.
So thank you so much, Kadar, for coming on and sharing some of your life with us.
Yes.
For me, this was all, like, almost all of it I didn't know about you. So it was a good, like, get to know you chat.
Yes.
And
Thank you so much for having me, y'all. I appreciate it.
yeah, anytime. We'll probably have you on again at some point.
Yes, I look
Yeah.
forward to that, and I'm proud of y'all too. Like, y'all have been doing amazing with this podcast, consistency, all of that. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
We're going to keep trying.
We're gonna keep it
trucking
up.
through it.
Mm-hmm.
Listeners, you send us those dollars.
You send us, you buy us those coffees because
Yeah, buy us a coffee and then we'll
bring even better content
going. Yeah.
to you. Follow
Thank
us
you
on
so much,
Instagram
guys.
if you don't already. I don't know why you're not. if
We're
you're
Thank You
listening
So
to
Much
this.
Pod.
Thank you so much, Pod. Email us. We love your emails.
Yeah, we get a lot of emails from you guys, and we always respond. So do keep sending us, like, your thoughts, your questions through email.
Yeah. If
We
you want to
love
be a
your
guest
emails.
on our podcast, like, email us. Let us know. Thank you so much, pod@gmail.com.
Yeah, or maybe you have an idea for an episode, and we might just feature it. So thank you so much. Love you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Mwah.
Peace and blessings.
You have to say mwah.
Mwah.
Mwah. Cash underneath my socks. What you know about that? Yeah. More drip than yay, my forces will never fade. This that God talk I download into my brain. Higher consciousness streamed into my mind. I'm in a love triangle with my chick and the divine. I saw it on the trip, you posed saw it on the vine. Or whatever TikTok, nigga, I be on my grind. You saw it afterwards, I saw it prior in the signs. I was eating psychedelics while the hoes was cutting lines. Me and Mary Janie look like every single day. I'm feeling like I'm Malcolm by the window with the cake. Shorty Cake's Beyonce, and that's with all respect to Jay. This that. Bars mathematical, never average, but I mean all the raps I wrote. Never choked, I'm cleaner than rubbing alcohol. Call me woke, don't give a fuck what the battle calls. We gon' get us free before a holocaust. I'm a real fresh brother, got the proper sauce. Hot and revolutionary like a Molotov. Shorty choked all over my peen and my balls. Wait. I am the walking paradox. Wolf Haley streaming out the speaker knock. No swag having ass, why your only sneakers Crocs. Big bag having ass, I got the cash underneath my socks. See what you know about that. Big bag having ass, I got the cash underneath my socks. See what you know about that. I'm a big bag having ass, got the cash underneath my socks, nigga.
Yeah, this feel like the playoffs, and I am not the bear you should be poking, nigga. Sometimes the Joker swear I'm goated, I'm Black Jokic, nigga, whoa. Yo, chick all on my dick, I be like, damn, bitch, what you on? She say my accent jazzy, man, I swear I'm Jerry Sloan. But I ain't switching teams, yeah, I'm loyal. I done planted too many seeds in the soil. Oh, yeah, this feel like the playoffs, it's kill or be killed. And I got dreams that I haven't fulfilled, so it's oh my, it's such a troubling surprise. When the love you give is not the same love you get while alive. So I'm low-key, still ducking police, still fucking weirdos. You are not the homie, and if you ever thought the work that I put in wasn't real, I won't even be mad, I'm just gonna laugh to the bag, cause I am.
See what you know about
Nigga.
Big bag having ass, I got the cash underneath my socks. See what you know about that. I'm a big bag having ass, got the cash underneath my socks, nigga.